the darker cinema camera. Look, I don't want to go through the specs of this camera. You can look up the specs online. This is what I'm excited about. You get a small form factor of a camera that has the same color space as the Ursas. Like, win-win. You don't have the same dynamic range, but it's like right in the middle between the 4K and the 4.6K. I already own both cameras, so it's fantastic for what I want to do with it. I'm super excited to have the smaller form factor to be able to do run and gun, quick, easy, draw very little attention to yourself type shooting. In the past, I've done a lot of shoots. I've done a lot of shoots overseas. I've done shoots all over the country, and a lot of it is documentary type run and gun filmmaking. And if you have a bigger camera like the Ursas, it draws a ton of attention to yourself. So this is so exciting that you get basically the same color space. You get a smaller sensor size, yes, but I'm sure there's going to be adapters popping up all over the place to be able to make it a wider range field of view. If you follow me on this channel a lot, you'll know that a lot of the sliders or the Ronins or the Movies or you name it, the gimbals and the handheld whatevers, a lot of them, the max weight is up to like 10 pounds maybe. And when you're dealing with a gimbal and you're carrying around 15 pounds, like I've used the Ursa Mini on the Ronin and the Movi, actually both, and it's exhausting. By the end of the day, you are just exhausted. And everyone's like, oh, use an easy rig. Well, easy rigs are super annoying when you're using a Movi. For me, some people may love it, but I can't stand it. I'm just really excited about this camera. They did talk about the ISO, the dual ISO, and they're like, oh, it goes up to 25,000. I've never seen a Blackmagic camera that does low light, so I'm kind of excited to see what they have in store. I've heard different things, that the native ISO is 400. I've also heard native ISO is 800, but it's dual ISO, so they say 800 and 3200 are the dual native ISOs that you can switch between, much like all the Panasonic cameras have. Exciting, super stoked to see it. Awesome run and gun camera, really excited to get my hands on one. And I reached out to Blackmagic saying, hey, Blackmagic, I already have 2 of your cameras. I'd love to do a test between all of them. And I'll probably be buying it anyway, or at least renting it, testing it out, seeing if it's gonna work in my ecosystem with all my other cameras. I'm pretty sure it will. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be awesome. We just may have to wait until December, January before we get it, because knowing how Blackmagic has released their cameras in the past, they say September, but it won't be out until December. Anyway, this was a super tangent. I just am really excited about this camera. I've been waiting a long time to have a camera like this. I almost made the plunge into getting the GH5S. Now, I don't know, because I used the GH5S, and the problem with that is the codec is really annoying to use in post, and you had to transcode all the footage. I found it super clunky and slow. With the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, you get ProRes, which is dope. I love ProRes. That's one of the main reasons I love these Ursa Minis and all of Blackmagic's cameras, is they've always had Apple ProRes, and it's awesome. I really hope in a firmware update they do Apple ProRes RAW, but that's another story. Anyway, thanks guys, thanks for watching. I hope this was exciting. I hope you're excited. If you have any comments, please leave them down below. Any questions, I totally will try to get back to you. Again, thanks for watching, and I hope this was helpful, or if anybody's as excited as I am. Anyway, thanks for watching.